Okay, I think we're live. Testing. All right, we're good. I couldn't get it to post to Facebook. It kept giving me an error message. So sorry for the delay. It's a Monday, and it is Make It Monday Live with Pamela. Let's see. All right, today is when we create a two-page 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. And I am using some really fun products from the new mini catalog that is available January 7th, 2025. That's going to be here before y'all know it. Excuse me. Along with the celebration catalog. So here is the mini catalog. All I can show you right now are the covers. But I can show you some of the fun stuff inside right here. Let me. Good morning, Debbie. Thanks for joining me. Had some technical issues this morning, but I think I got it figured out. So hopefully I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. I was getting, when I logged in to my software, it said I was logged out of Facebook and then it wouldn't connect. So let me look real quick and just make sure. Obviously, I'm live on YouTube. It does show that I'm live on Facebook too. Excellent. All right, so we'll get started because we have a lot to do today, even though I got some things prepped. Not everything, but I got it started. All right, so we have terrific toadstools. And this is from the upcoming January through April mini catalog. So it's a bundle. You get the stamp set plus the punch. You can see the cool pieces on the punch here. And then the paper is a 6x6 pack of paper, 48 sheets. And you can get this free with a $60 purchase starting January 7th out of the celebration catalog right here. You can also get these free. These are the purple adhesive backed sequins. So for every $60 you spend, you can get something. So you have, what, a month and a half, almost 2 months to make your purchases. This is also a free item. This fresh freesia ribbon. It's real delicate and thin. And then I brought in a few other products. I've got some dies and some stamps for my title. I've got my pictures here already printed. I've got part of my title done already. And these are the colors in the pattern paper. We've got Melon Mambo, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple, Green, and Early Espresso. All right, so let's move some things around here. And while I'm doing that, I'll share a little bit about what's been going on around here. So after last story and sketch live on Wednesday, it was actually that evening. I was starting dinner and everything was going great. Jeff got home. I went and plopped down in my recliner for a minute. And when I got up, I couldn't stand because my right knee, I don't know if a nerve got pinched or just a ligament was swollen, but I literally could not walk. So I was able to hop back over to the recliner and sit down. And Jeff had to finish dinner. He had to go get a walker from his mom and bring it over just so I could like get back to the bedroom to get to bed. And Thursday was pretty rough all day long, not being able to put weight on my leg. And of course, that threw everything out of whack. So, did get into the chiropractor on Friday morning. I was able to put a little bit of weight on my leg, so I was able to walk without the walker. Still really hurt, but I got some adjustments and I did pretty well. By Friday evening, my leg didn't even hurt anymore for a while, but throughout the weekend, I've had aches and pains kind of all over. So I have another adjustment tomorrow morning and but I'm feeling much better, thank goodness. So, thanks for joining me. If you're here, say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. Maybe how's your weather? Are you ready for Christmas? I can't believe it's a week and a half away. I'm not ready. I knew it was going to sneak up this year since Thanksgiving was so late in November. All right, so let's get started moving and grooving here, and then we can chit chat a little bit more. So I'm going to put all of these kind of off to the side, and I'll show you what I got started here. But first, let me show you this really awesome paper. So I believe, let's see here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns. And there, well, I've used some of this already. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 8 sheets total. 8 times 6 is 48. That would be right. So here is the front of this one. Then you've got, I'll split it in half. Some pretty granny apple green. We'll set that there. And then this pattern, half of it. There's half of it. So get your groove on with that. Oh, that works. Mushrooms, groovy, kind of 70s vibe, maybe, but some bright colors. There's a wood grain. It's not really wood grain. I guess it's more of a mushroom grain, like the stem, I guess it would be. But when I first saw it, my first thought was wood grain. And then here's some little bitty dots. And there are all the colors like the melon mambo, not all the colors, the granny apple green, and maybe the fresh freesia, and then really cool stripe, and then some more fun patterns. This one reminds me, I think, of Flintstones, kind of the way it's made. And then the back side is the fresh freesia. I guess that's kind of the purplish color. And let's see, and then we've got, I love this pattern. Okay, so lots of great papers to work with. Let's see if I can just put these all back together. I may have to pull from some of this, but I've already done some cutting and prepping, so that's good. So we'll have some fun this week with these. And we're going to start today for our 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. Just make sure I've got that kind of out of the way where I can reach it. I do have my Alamode alphabet stamp or die cuts here. I am going to die cut a little bit out of there for sure. Then my classic letters. Hello, Laura. Oh yeah, it was kind of scary and it hurt so much. I couldn't straighten my leg out, or I couldn't hardly even bend it. Very slowly. So and it was impossible to put any pressure on there. Goodness. All right, check out this cute stamp set. Terrific toadstools. Just a little thank you. You are magical. Popping up to say hi. We can create some little scenes. I'm envisioning a lot of fun things this week. And then the classic letters, I've already stamped part of my title using that. So I think I could put that one aside. And let me show you what we're doing. I've got some stuff already prepped under here. So I took the 6x6s. You would be amazed at what you can do with 6x6 paper on a big 12x12 layout. So let me get my camera all straight. I think I need to move over this way a little bit more, and I think we're pretty good right there. All right. So we're going to use little triangles. These are going to be 2x2 squares that I cut into triangles. And then you can do strips. So you could do 2x6 strips and get 3 strips out of here, either going this way or this way. You could do 3x3 squares. There's all kinds of great grids and patterns and sketches that you can use. And this is a fun way to use these 6x6s that have a smaller pattern and a denser pattern, and get a lot of pattern and color into your pages. Check out Allison Davis because she has a bunch of sketches. I've done 2 classes of hers using the 6x6 paper pads. You can use whatever paper you want. Of course, Stampin' Up! Has the 6x6 Designer Series paper stacks, I guess is what you would call it. And then you can take your 12x12 and cut it into 6x6s. You can do the same thing with 12x12. All right, so I have some pictures here from the Das Peach House that is right up the road from us. Jeff and I stopped by there one day. I guess maybe that first year we were married, 2017, 2018, and didn't realize that in the back of the store, Das Peach House has a bunch of cool condiments and things that they created. And then they also have a cooking kitchen class area. I've been to one of their classes for cooking crepes. That was really fun. And then in the back, you walk out there like this, and they have all these pine trees, I guess. I don't know what specific kind they are. And then they have a little pond out here that you can walk all the way around. So here's another really pretty view standing by the pond. And so Bevan and I went out there one afternoon, spending some quality time together. So I have 4x4s here that I'm going to incorporate into my page. And then I have 6 2x2s that'll work well with our little 2x2 triangles. 2x2 squares that I cut into triangles. And I'm going to scatter these throughout as well. So it'll be a little time consuming getting all this down. So we're going to get busy right now. And I think I kind of have an idea. I know that's going to go over there. I think that's going to go there. And we're going to do a kind of like a middle scene right here with just white borders, I think. And all our colors going to be right through the center here between the 2-inch and the 10-inch. And I'm going to tack these down. We'll come back and put them down securely when I know for sure where I want them. But I'm going to bring in my T ruler here, and I think I'm going to go like right here. I've already got my white willow down with my temporary glue dots, removable glue dots, just in opposite corners. So let's see if I can, I'm gonna just briefly put this down like right here. Let me press it down really good so that I can kind of butt up against there. All right. And then we're gonna just work around our 4x4 photos. These are gonna go like right here. I'll worry about this side in a minute as we take some of these colors out. Give me 1 second. I was going to print out what I kind of put together already, but I think the following paper is not loaded, but that's not what I wanted to use anyways. Place paper cancel print. We'll see if I can. It was trying to print on the 4x6, I think. But I won't worry too much about that. I think I took a picture here. I'm going to pull it up. And there's that. That way I have it kind of as a visual and make this go a little bit faster. Because I already played around with patterns a tiny bit. So let's just get started. All right. Get this going, and we'll start right over here at the 8 and 10. And I'm going to just lay some of this out first. Actually, I know I can do this here. So what did y'all do this weekend? I would love to hear. And then I'll share a little bit about our weekend. So I was really worried about the issues going on with my leg. This, I think that'll work there. I picked about 4 patterns, I think, out of here, and I'm using the fronts and the backs. Because we had friends, we had been planning this week to hang out with our friends drove in from Fort Stockton. Really kind of a cool story. Jeff used to work with this guy 15 years ago, maybe. So here's a little 2x2 photo I'm going to stick in there. I'm going to put a couple of random photos here and there. So anyhow, we went to a conference 2 years ago in September, just Jeff and I, just the two of us, and ran into this couple. I think it was toward the end of the second day, and we stand up for a break, and Jeff's like, Alex. He recognized the gentleman that he had worked with for years. And then we visited, caught up just a tiny bit. I met him for the first time, him and his wife. We just kind of caught up a tiny bit, but that was it. We didn't hear from him really at all. We kind of, are y'all coming back next year? Yeah, probably. And then closer to this past year, this past September, a couple of months before that, we reconnected and found out and decided to um, plan on hanging out together for the weekend during this conference, plus um, We stayed at different hotels, but we went out to dinner and got to know each other. Jeff and Alex kind of rekindled their relationship, and then Carol and I got to know each other. Had a wonderful weekend together, and then we planned a weekend for them to come down here to Fredericksburg. And I'm just randomly putting these in here. So, anyhow, we had a big weekend scheduled, and my knee goes out, and I'm like, I am not running around Fredericksburg using a walker. Cannot do it. No, I want what I want right there. I just got to find a piece that will work because it's got to go this way. That's upside down. Right. Let me put some of these other pieces in here real quick. I had one over here. This one kind of goes that way. Let me find all these pieces and see what I can use. So, I think that one goes there. Luckily, the chiropractor fixed me all up and I was feeling really pretty good by Friday night. We went to dinner, and then Saturday we met him out at Jeff's parents' ranch and really had a good time. I can do it up like that. Let me see, I think these photos, I think I have one more photo I want to put over here, which is this one. So I'm curious if y'all have done any type of a scrapbook page like this before. Not sure if that's down low enough. We're gonna get as close as we can and then just follow along over there. Did you make Christmas cards, Debbie? All right, so let's see. I think that'll work right there. I'm just barely tacking those down until I decide for sure. Let me get some of these other pieces in here that I can do without worrying about direction. We ended up Saturday, yeah, going to the ranch for a while. The guys did a little bit of work to help out Jeff's dad. He was having troubles with the truck and they got that fixed. And then we drove around the ranch a little bit and headed into town. I think we went to lunch, got some barbecue, backwoods. Debbie's familiar with all the places that I'm talking about because she's in Fredericksburg as well. Debated about whether to use these mushrooms right here, but I think it'll work fine. Then let's see, what else do we have? What's other? Maybe I can do something like that. What's under? Let me see. I think I put one of these. So this will be the most time-consuming part of a page, I think. Not going to worry about direction so much on this. Put this one down because I know I want it right there. So you can do this with, yeah, any type of papers, any type of theme. You could put even more little 2x2s in here, I suppose. And I might, y'all, I got my product credit order in for my artisan design team reward. And I got lots of new goodies. I got all new blocks. So you'll see me using some of those here in a little bit. I have almost all the ink pads now. Get a stripe. And I did not know, but Stampin' Up actually does have tweezers, but you can only get them in their embossing, heat embossing kit. So I got that. Let's see, I'm gonna line it up right there, I think. I'm hoping this is all going on pretty straight. And always go back and readjust a little bit here and there if you need to. You could put little designs, like little circles on some of these maybe. Don't think I have anything that will work for that necessarily. I have to see how big these stamps are. I'm not sure. Okay, where else? What else do I got? I got going on. Let me do this. Don't want it that. I am trying to keep my stripes going up and down. So I need to find, do I have any stripes that are going the right way? Right there. And they don't absolutely have to be going that way, but let's see what I have here. I'll find that eventually. I have, there it is. Is that it? That'll fit. It's like a puzzle, piecing a puzzle together. If you want your patterns going a specific direction, that and put that in there. Maybe, I'm not sure about that. It's on the back side. All right, let me look. Maybe, of course, then I have to find another green like that. That one might work though. I think that'll work. I was inspired to do this one today because Debbie Sanders, that's Allison Davis's mom, she posted, she only did a single page, but she did stitching on some of the triangles. I'm like, yeah, I won't be doing the stitching. Let's see, what other patterns can I figure out right in here? I think I could do that one. Some of these are it's hard to tell which way the pattern is going, but right, so I think I decided on my title too. I'm gonna do Magic Memories. I think that's what I decided to do. Then I like that. Oh, I got that all done right there. You could do a chevron. Can you see how you could do a chevron? Probably right in here. So you could do all kinds of fun things with your triangles. All right, so what do I need right here? I need Maybe some, can't decide. Not really any green. Maybe I could do, I think I'll do that. That'll be okay. And then right in here, what should I do? Probably, I think that'll work, even though I have it over here. And a lot of this is going to be covered up with the title as well. All right, let me get back to my main screen. So there's that. Then you can take a strip. I'm choosing to do, I have the two-toned Granny Apple Green cardstock from last week's Reindeer Fun, Reindeer Days, Reindeer Memories. Those are all the names. I can put a thin little border there, and then the same thing. I'm just looking, I want the light side of the cardstock. I'm gonna put that right there. I think that's gonna work. Now remember, I didn't tack these down completely. I think they're in a good place. I think it worked out pretty well. I didn't worry myself too much with like getting super, super straight with it. So it's kind of like patchwork. I think I might need to put a little bit down here. Okay, there we go. I think I'm getting toward the end of my stamp and seal. Okay, now we got to move over here. And this is what we have left to work with. Now I may end up cutting a few extra pieces. I'm not sure, but let's get this kind of started. I think I'm going to put these right in the middle, probably more like this. So let's go ahead and put down, let me start with some different patterns that aren't so close together. And then I want to make sure that my Versamat is straight. I could probably, I'll just start right there. Okay. And I do want to get a little idea of where this is going to go. I can lay them down here pretty quick, but I've got these other three photos I need to, so I think I want this one to go over here somewhere. So I could probably put one of these. I want it a little bit different than this one. So it may just go right beside there. This one's probably going to go up here somewhere. And then maybe this one over here somewhere, maybe down in the very corner, because she's looking in that way a little bit. All right. So I'm going to lay things out first a little bit. Put one down here. And there's no really rhyme or reason to how I'm doing it. And we'll move some things around if we need to as we go. I'm trying not to put two together that are like super busy. Probably do that there. Kind of a pattern solid kind of look. Probably do some like this. But then well, I did it that way. I was trying to, I don't know that I managed it on all of these. Um, to like do a big triangle like that. Like this one I didn't do. Don't know if it'll make too much of a difference. Okay, I wonder if I have any, gotta look at all my one. Maybe I should do that. Like up here. I'm just trying to keep the patterns kind of far away from each other. All right, I didn't use this pattern too much, only once I think so far. So let's do it at least once over here. This one's hard to tell which way it's supposed to go because this, pretty sure is supposed to go that way, even though there's a mushroom going this way for some reason in the pattern. Okay, I think I'm going to have a lot more to work with than I thought I was going to, so that's good. This might work. And then I think I'm going back and looking. I think I got these going the right way. I don't know if I'll do much more of that. Let's see. Maybe. What else do we have to work with? I've got a little bit of this. Haven't done much with that pattern. And I think I want some of this dotted up here. And I could probably put one of these like right in here. And what else? Let's see. What can I finish it off with? Probably another one of those dots if I have any. Let me look and see. There's one right here. This is kind of where, let me see if I have one of those, but going a different direction. Yes, like that. And then what can go right there at the bottom? I don't know if I want stripes. Yeah, this very last piece might be the trickiest. Good. Nope. Don't know that I want both of those right beside each other though. Okay, let me see what ways these go. Okay, I'm almost I'm almost done. The last piece of the puzzle. Maybe like that and like this. No, that's not the pattern I want. Either want it like that. May just have to do that. Feel like I need some more green in here, maybe. There we go. All right, I may just leave it at that. Call it done. Okay, oh, I have one more photo. And maybe that'll take care of it. Maybe I'll do, if I do her down here, maybe I'll take that out and put this right here. Okay. And then all these pieces that I have right here that I have cut already, guess what I'm going to be doing with them? Cards. I can make cards with little like 4-inch squares right here of triangles. So pretty sure that's what I'll be doing on Friday. For some of those, I'll be using some of that pattern. So I'm going to stick that there. Let's get this down and then we can finish up. I got some of it. I got that one. Okay, so let's just start adding these. And we can chit chat a little bit more. That used too much brain power. You're gonna love it. It's so fun. At first, always I'm like, what am I gonna do with paper like that? But then I asked Chat GPT to give me some ideas, and I got a bunch. So let me grab my sheet, and I can kind of read off some of the ideas that it gave me. Let me see. So it gave me some layout theme ideas. One was mushroom magic and talks about highlighting a nature walk. So that title would have worked great with this. I just decided not to focus so much on the mushrooms. Then there's Enchanted Forest. That would work with this as well. This would be really fun with little kids, especially little girls, fairy tales, the Disney princesses, maybe Princess and the Frog. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down now. Then there's also Life's Little Adventures. Are there any shows that the kids watch that had mushrooms? Ah, this might be fun for, yes, Noelle's in the background. Gosh, I think that's Noelle. It might be, I think that's Noelle. I don't think that's Pumpkin. Just can't tell. Sometimes you can't tell if she's calling the kittens or calling the tomcats. Goodness. All right, here's that. Then what else do we have? Into the Woods. That would be perfect for that photo right there. I'm a little short right here, so we'll see what, and let me get all these down here first. I'm messing up my patterns, but I think I can put them back together. Yes, this would definitely be, yeah, you can think of quilting patterns and use quilting patterns in your scrapbooking too. That's done a lot. You can make pinwheel patterns, all kinds of fun, cool things. Then they also gave me ideas for layout design ideas, nature scene layout. Use the toadstool patterns to create a forest floor at the bottom of your layout. Um, I cut the mushrooms and snails as embellishments. So I'm hoping that when I get across here, it's going to hit the 2 inch over here. I didn't try to measure anything this time. All right, I can probably go ahead and put this photo down. This lines up right here, so I think I may have cut that photo a little tiny. Yeah, I may have to reprint that photo because that does fit right there, I think, good. Pretty good. All right. I've scattered these around a little bit, but I think I can make them work. And then once I'm done with this, we have the base created. I've just got to do my title and a couple of mushroom embellishments. So I'll probably stamp and punch out a couple of those just to create a cluster here and there. I still have to do my journaling. I think that goes there and there. And I'll just do some strip journaling to kind of go over some of these. I think is what I'll end up doing. Yep, that worked out just right. And I think I was able to cut like 5 pieces of DSP at the same time. So I cut them like in 2 inch strips and then cut them into 2 inch squares. I just tried to keep them lined up. I'm going to lightly put this down. So I may have to reprint that one right there. Everything else seems to be coming right to the edge and working well. But that photo right there, I think is a problem. But I'll make it work for right now and I'll reprint the photo in a little bit if I still think I need to. All right, I think Lady wants to go out. 1 second, Lady, let me finish this last little bit. She just comes over here and stands by the door until I let her out. Sometimes she'll scratch on the door because she's like, "You're not paying attention to me." Okay, I think I was gonna just do that like that. I know, just 1 second. So I know I didn't do the kind of the same pattern like here. I didn't. I might could turn that around possibly, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because honestly, nobody else is going to really notice probably. All right, let me do this one. So yeah, I think it's just this one photo is a little small. I don't know exactly what I did, but I'm just going to take it for the moment and I'm going to just kind of center it right in here. I just cut it a little too small, I think. So I'll fix that later. All right, there's that. And then these, before I do that, hey lady, where'd you go? I don't know where she went. Oh well. Okay, I want the light side. And the light side. Guess she gave up on me. Maybe went back and laid down. Maybe she didn't have to go out that bad after all. It's so overcast today here, but it's like was 67 this morning, I think. So I guess it kept all the heat in. All right, there we have our base page. I know it took a little while, but and then with this, I wanted to, so I drew a line so I could stamp out the word magic and keep it pretty straight because my first attempt was a little crooked because I didn't do a line. So I want to erase that line. And my idea was to, I got some new snips. These are Stampin' Up snips. I gotta get used to the shape of them though. They're a little bit different than um, close to my hearts were. All right, so I'm kind of course, this is all pretty straight right here. I am making it a little crooked, just a little bit. And I'm just gonna trim this out. And this is where it'll get a little more, I don't know if I'm gonna go inside there yet. So I'm just gonna go on the outside first. I'm gonna cut all this excess off. So kind of like if you had an offset using like your Cricut machine or something, and then I can go around the G a little bit. Once I get this cut, then I may do a little bit more with it. Yeah, so the shape of these are a little bit different. I'm gonna have to get used to them. As compared to what I was using, I had a little bit more room for my fingers. Oh, and I think I used it, yeah, two fingers. So I don't know what to do with my other finger. It feels kind of weird, but I'll get used to it eventually. It just may be a little bit slower for a while. Okay. So that was kind of the plan, was just to leave a little white around it. Let me see how I want to. Guess I think I will go in and cut just a little bit of that. There, clean that up a little bit. I guess that's okay. All right, so I've got magic. I figured I would pop this up here somewhere over here, and that white helps pop it off all that busy paper. And then we need to cut the other letters. I wanted to do them in different fonts. And so I have those two. I need to move this over here though, I think. I'm gonna try to just use my little stamp and or cut and emboss. Here we go. And I grabbed some scraps of Melon Mambo and Magical. I was thinking I would do Magical Memories. Magical Memories. It did give me, it said Totally Awesome Memories. That was too long for what I had to do. Mushroom Magic. That's kind of why Magical Memories. I think that'll work. All right. Oh man, I'm missing my M. You see it's stuck in the packaging. Let me find it. Give me a second. Everyday details. Let's see here. That may mess some things up if, oh no. What have I done with my M? That's not good. Well, I may be doing something different then. Oh, I found them. I got stuck to several pieces. Look, there's my M. Then some of the little pieces got stuck to my ruler because there's magnets in the top there. I would not be a happy camper if I lost letters. All right, so I don't have magical memories. It's going to be magic moments. Let's do that. Magic moments. Do y'all think that works? Magic moments. Moments. I think that'll work. I have to do another M. NTS. Okay, I think that'll work. Just don't know if I'll be able to get those through there because they are straight. Let me try coming in the other way and see if that'll work. So, y'all, sometimes I just don't like this little machine. To be perfectly transparent, you gotta go this way and maybe this way. Yeah, I may just have to bring out my big one. Let me see if I can get it in here or not. And if it'll cut. There we go. Okay. Oh, that Melon Mambo is so pretty. Let's get those out of there. Cut all the way through, I hope. There we go. I think that'll be bold enough that we'll be able to see that. And then I need, I think, just an M. These over here, somewhere safe, I hope. Wonder if I do it like this, if it'll. There we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm so excited about this little machine, but just gives me fits. I don't know that I can get this one done up on this one. And I don't want to do it at an angle because I'm not messing with it anymore. I'm just going to bring out the big boy. That's frustrating. Just going to have to yeah. If it's a straight edge, it just doesn't work very well. It's just easier to use this big one. Let's see if I can just. It's going to give me problems. Hey, y'all, is it Monday? There we go. So it cut out good. Just stuck in there. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Hope y'all can't hear my tummy. There we go. Ah, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it rained. I don't know if it did here or not. I'm hoping I got all the letters that I needed. Let's see. Uh-oh. Pumpkin's coming to say hi, I think. Hey. Okay, magic. I think I may want to put these on a white strip. Magic. I'm just trying to make sure I got all the letters I need. You really can't come and lay down here. You're getting too big, but you can say hello to everybody. Yeah, he takes up like half the screen, y'all. Can y'all believe he's gotten so big? He's a big boy now. Okay, there we go. Magical moments, magic moments. But I think I want it up here, I believe. And let me find my scraps. I think I'm just gonna have to use a big. I did get a new paper trimmer. I got the Stampin' Up one. Let me move some things around here. How big are my letters? My letters are 1.5 inches. So if I do 1 3/4 inch strip, came to play, I guess, with my to find something. All right, so let me look and see what we got here. So I don't think these are going to pop off the page enough. So maybe I go up. There you go. Maybe I go across here. Let me play around a little bit and see what's going to work. I did it again. I could have used my, when am I ever going to use my adhesive sheets, y'all? Just don't know. Because now I got to glue these things down. I have to make myself a big note. Okay, so I'm thinking something kind of like that. I think I'll do it right through there. Maybe do a, what am I thinking? Dovetail. All right, and then let me see if I can figure out how to use my, see, the only thing with these tweezers is they're really, I like them because they're self-closing, so that's awesome, but they're a little bit thicker. All right, you're gonna lay right there and watch? Yeah, I guess so. That's cool. As long as you're not, until I bring the ribbon out, because he loves ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna do it right like this. So we still got, so pumpkin was from our litter in April, the end of April. She had her first litter, and then she accidentally got let outside during the worst time. We were in Florida on vacation, and the sitter accidentally, pet sitter, she snuck out and got out all night long and got pregnant again and had another litter at the end of September. September, October. Yeah, that's probably right. What are you doing? Nice. Hey, if you keep trying to play, you're going to have to get up and leave. So chill out for a moment. And so we had 5 in this last litter. Debbie's son, Tommy, took 2 of them to put into their barn, but we still have 3. Don't really know. We haven't tried like super hard to get rid of them, but we need to get rid of them. And here pretty quick. I haven't even been, oops, I haven't even been able to decorate my tree. So I'm afraid, I don't think I have anything glass, so I don't know. This week I might just go ahead and get it decorated. May have to be careful with putting the lights on there. Noelle was even in the tree. She's never done that, and she was in the tree this yesterday. I was like, oh goodness. But I know she likes trees when she's outside. She was acting like a little kitten yesterday. Magic moments. Magic moments. Is that okay? Magic moments? I think so. Pumpkin looked up and said, yeah, that's fine. Just get her done. All right, I think this will work. I just need to do a few punched mushrooms. Need to see what's in the stamp set. Okay, so if I go right there, I'm going to, I think I'm going to cut it off at, let's see, we're at 6 inches. I'm going to cut it off at 5.5. If y'all can see that. I think that'll work. I'm going to dovetail it. So just go, just eyeballing it. Okay. And we will pop that up with foam dimensional elements. At least he's being chill right now. He hasn't come to visit me on my desk for a while. Hey, Leanne, how are you? And Laura, Leanne, Debbie. I think that'll work. So well, y'all probably don't. Some of y'all might. I don't know. Have you ever scrapbooked photos more than once? Have you ever redone a page before? Like intentionally, because like you didn't like the, let's see here. I don't want it there. I think I want to go, I want the, all right, so I think I'm gonna put it right about there. Let me put some dots on here, and then I'll decide exactly where I want it. So since I don't know that I do so many pages. I mean, honestly, lately, I've only been doing one 12 by 12 a week. Now, when I do the big workshops with 3 layouts at a time, then yeah, sometimes I redo. I don't know that that's going to fit there a second. I do re-scrapbook photos sometimes. As you can see, my pages they're not, I don't scrapbook chronologically. I do put my pages into albums chronologically, but I have they slide into page protectors so I can move them around if I need to. And really the only reason I might scrapbook photos again is because of being a demonstrator and dependent on what photos I have to go along with the theme. I think I'm going to put it right there. I don't think I'm going to touch them. I'm going to keep them away from each other, kind of like that. Okay, magic moments. All right, we got our title, and let's create a few little clusters real quick. Then we have our, I don't know if I'm going to put any ribbon. I've got these really pretty purple sequins I can add. I have some scrap paper here. Let me grab what I've got. Got that. I could use the back of that. And I'm kind of trying to decide if I'm gonna stamp. And I haven't even put these inside here yet. Got a lot of these to do. Oh goodness, let's see here. Um, got another cool tool. If I can figure out what I did with it. Oh, there it is. So I've got the piercing mat now. Don't really plan on using it so much for piercing, but more for stamping. So let's stamp a few things real quick and see what we like. And I'm just gonna copy the colors that are in here, like in the designs. So there's a red. Let me see the different ones. think I think I will maybe go with, do I want red or orange? And do more minimal of the melon mambo. Maybe I'll do the little bitty one. Um, well, we'll cut, we'll stamp a few different in each color. Let's do that. That'll probably be the easiest thing to do. Now this one we can punch out. I also have a new chamois. I just got all set up with my product credit. So excited. I think what I'll do, oops, well, okay, Poppy Parade is giving me a little trouble. How pretty. Yeah, I know most of the time you wouldn't oh, I wanted to do one in, sorry. I wanted to do one in Melon Mambo too. Just gonna set those over here to the side. They're open. So I hope I don't make a mess. I hope I don't make a mess, and then I did it. Anyways. Because I'm pretty sure I probably already scrapbooked these photos, or some of them, maybe. But you could scrapbook a few different photos, maybe even use some of the same photos, but tell a different story. Maybe you only put who, what, when, where, and maybe you didn't put why. So it might give you an opportunity to do a little bit different type of story and use some fun paper like this or something. So think outside the box a little bit. All right, I'm going to do this one next. I think I need another scrap. I don't know if I have another scrap. Let me look. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do red. This is going to be pretty, the poppy red on with this one. That's what's going to be cute. Got some on my. Oh, I didn't stamp it good. That may be because I'm. Try it one more time. There, that was better. That chamois so pretty, and it's going to get so icky. This one will punch out as well. Probably use the red one for that, just because that looks kind of traditional. And then here's a, let me use a, oops, sorry, pumpkin. Sorry to disturb you. Okay, so I've got those two, and I've got one more scrap here. I can do, oh, I still need a, yeah. All right, so I think I'm going to do this. Of course, if I did one in each color, just a different, like I'm gonna have to fussy cut that one out. And let me see how I'm going to cut these out. This may be kind of interesting. I guess I can do this one first. Fit, I think so. Maybe. So the stamp is actually a little bit, of course I did that and it messed up one of my things. So it cuts like a little border out of it. So I'm gonna have to stamp the red one again. Anyhow. So I'm gonna have to do little squares separated, I guess. It punched out a little thingy. I'll have to play with it some. I haven't played with it at all. So far we've got that. And then let me stamp on this side. Sorry, pumpkin. Clean that up. But before I take that one off, I'm gonna do it in poppy red. These I'm just gonna have to fussy cut out real quick. All right, so what I'm thinking is I'll do one in each color, and then I'll do one in each color in each cluster, and they'll all be different mushrooms. Does that make sense? Okay, there's that. Let me do this one again. I've got orange, so let me do the red. So I've got, and I need pink, but I need to do it on a different piece of cardstock. Let me just fussy cut this out a little bit. All right, I think I have all those done. Let me punch wise. It's gonna punch that out too. Oops, it's gotta be this way. So that's not gonna work. Good grief. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. And if I cut it off like that, it's like, how am I gonna hold it in there? I did learn a trick about that. If you take a post-it note, I need it to be that way. You can put it on your post-it note. There we go. Do remember that. Okay. So now we've got that color. That's just trash, I guess. I fussy cut that. Let's see if I can do this one. I'll cut a little bit of this off. I think I'm gonna have to do the same thing. Use a post-it. Like I said, I haven't bothered to look and see how anybody else is using this, so there may be some better tricks I can learn after everybody's played with it a little bit. I've seen some cute stuff. I just haven't watched their tutorials or anything. All right, there's those. I think this one's gonna be easier. Let's see. Okay, there's this one. One. Maybe if you stamped them in a row like this, I went up and down. So stamp them in a row on a skinnier piece. That would probably work. This one will be tricky just because I have to. Okay, there we go. Let's scrap all of these little pieces. I guess we are going to need some stems. This is going to be a long one, but we're getting close. It's like I'll do, go like this, and then pink, something to that effect. All right. I'm going to close up my ink pads before I really make a mess. Guess it's a good thing I didn't have anything else planned today. I mean, I do, but nothing, I'm not on a specific time limit. I guess I'm just getting hungry. So I can wrap it up here pretty quick. That would be awesome. Think I will just get some, I may just do some early espresso cardstock and punch out the stems. So that goes with that. You'll even see what I'm doing. Yeah, just fussy cutting this one. Of course, yes. There's only one stem that you can punch. Doesn't take too long though to fussy cut these out. There. Yep. The shapes are pretty simple. So if you didn't have the punch, that would be totally okay. If you were able to. Okay, that's what I did. This over here and this over here. Okay. I'm just going to stick with the 3 clusters. I'll leave that. I might have some scraps I can use from that. And then, okay, pumpkin. There's so many cute little things you could do. I think some of these would work so much better just in a on a card, like stamping a little scene. So would you do that in green maybe? I could stamp a couple of these. This would be easy to. Will it even fit? I think maybe I'll do this just on one. That'll bring the little green in. I did ask, I didn't stamp that very good. or ink it up very good. I did ask ChatGPT about mushroom puns. I don't know that I printed those out though. Yeah, that'll work. Fun guy among us. That was one of them, I think. Fun guy, a fun guy. Can y'all think of any off the top of your head? So, fun guy among us would be great for a masculine page. Okay, somewhere over here, I might do that. And I'm going to use these over here because I like that red one. And then we'll figure out where exactly over here we'll put our other little clusters real quick. And I do need a couple of stems, so I'm going to have to. What do we got here? And just do a couple on, I guess, that's probably what I just need to do. Now, this one I think goes with that. There's even a little bitty one right here too. Um, I guess that would go on the big one. Do that one, this one, and maybe this little one right here. That's got two ends to it, so I don't know that I would use that one. Just put those over there, Pamela. I think I'm pretty much done with those. And I do need just a little bit more scrap of white. And I'm trying to only use white willow. I'm going to do a 3-inch strip since pumpkin is in my way. I am just cutting that off to the side. Here we go. And I am going to have to fussy cut these out real quick, but they're going to be simple. And I should be able just to stamp them at the same time. So I'm going to just lay them here. Even kind of do it just like that. And then cut them all out. How about we do that? Get them all stamped. One. Wonder if I should, let me see what it looks like. Maybe for a variety. It should be plenty, so I think I'll leave it just like that. So we'll visit real quick one more time. And we'll cut just half of that so I don't have so much. As I do a little fussy cutting, I think these I could punch out, but I probably will just fussy cut out. And let's make sure I don't fussy cut out any more than I really need to. Again, these are pretty easy to cut out. So can y'all think of any fun things y'all with Scrapbook using this collection? So the title ideas, here, I'll put them right here so y'all can kind of see them. Y'all can see this is what Chat GPT did for me. And I just copy and pasted it into a Word document. So it gave me layout theme ideas. So I need at least 3 of each of these. And layout design ideas. Here's some title ideas right here. Then I also asked it to give me creative ways to use 6x6 paper. There's Mushroom Magic, Enchanted. Some of these, oh, this right here down, I guess I copied it twice. I don't know what I did. So it's just right here. Journaling prompts, ideas. I'll go ahead and cut these out too, because I'll probably need them. And then here's another one y'all can kind of look at, screenshot it. I don't know. I know it's a little fuzzy, maybe hard to read, especially if you're on a phone. On the computer, I can see it pretty good, but this was ideas of how to use 6x6 papers on your 12x12 scrapbook layouts, patchwork backgrounds. I mentioned that earlier. Also using like strips, 2x6 strips, 3x6 strips. If you didn't want to have any leftovers. Do these two. So I'll use a one or two in the solid first generation and one or two in each cluster to kind of add some variety and dimension. Y'all see anything that y'all would do, y'all would like? And just remember, it doesn't have to be mushroom themed necessarily. Just outdoorsy, whimsical. There's the chevron pattern I was talking about. I think I'm gonna do this. And afraid to look away, I'm gonna mess up. Fussy cut elements, that's what I'm doing. You could, that's probably talking about cutting some of the elements out of the pattern paper, actually. But these are also tiny that maybe you wouldn't want to do that on this kind of paper unless you really liked fussy cutting. Well, these snips, I do really like them. They're really sharp. Of course, they're brand new, so that helps. And one more. I think I'll have enough for all the clusters, I think. We'll get the clusters put on here and the sequins, and we'll call it done. I'll just need to do my journaling still. All right, so there's some fun ideas. Layered circles. You could punch circles out of these if you wanted to. More ideas than I have time to play with, I guess. All right, I think I'm going to, I think I want to put it under. I think I want to put it like just over that a little bit. So I'm going to use some little dots toward the bottom so that that can overlap just a tiny bit. See if I can make this work without moving Pumpkin, because he's just snoozing, enjoying his nap right now. But I've got to do something like right there where his face is. I may have to just move the mat a little bit. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking I'll do something like right there. And then let's see if we can So I think this one I'll go with this. Should I stick it up in there like that? And then this one can come out from behind here a little bit. And I don't know about that one, where I'll put that one for sure. Kind of like that. Just got to make it fit. Okay, so I think I'm going to just going to glue that onto there, right there. I think it's going to work right there. I'll put a little glue dot or dimensional over on this side. Let me still got a little, I don't know that, I think it's stuck. So we'll just leave it. Maybe a little glue right here. Just want to make sure that it's on the page right there and not off the page. This one, I may do them more over here somewhere. Oh, there's that. And then the little, I'm not sure about that yet. And, but because I want most of my cluster like right here. I may have to do another one of these. I feel like it needs to be grounded or somewhere. Or can it just come out of here? I think I'll do that. I'm going to pop these up. I just like the dimension. So you're kind of in the way, Pumpkin. You're being a good kitty. That would be fun. California dreams. California dreaming. Maybe I'll do it kind of like that. I'm just gonna put a dot on the bottom. Piece of glue, I think right there. I think it's gonna have to tuck under there some. Kind of like that. Was I supposed to make you something? Oh yeah, okay. Bevan's home for lunch. All right, and if I can see, what else do I have here? Let me see. Give me 1 second, please. That one's mine. No, it's potatoes and green beans. I don't know if there's any extra potatoes. I mean, if you want to eat the potatoes out there, I guess you could. I like that. I like that right there. 'Cause doesn't that happen sometimes? Do mushrooms grow out of mushrooms sometimes? I don't know. You're gonna like this page when you see it. Yep. Look, it's got all the mushrooms on it. All right. Okay, Mr. Pumpkin, you're gonna have to come here. Come see Evan. Say goodbye. Yay! You can eat whatever you can find in there. There should be 2 packages or something. Yeah, okay. Should be good. All right. And last but not least, I've got these I just need to put in here. So I've got cluster right here. Maybe let's do a cluster. I don't know if I want it right there. And then I'll have some journaling down here. So I could do a cluster like up in here. So maybe that's kind of what I'll do. And then my journaling will be right down in here. Okay. So I'm gonna pop, I think, most of this up. So let me just put all this in here. And these will then just come from this green right here. I do that. Oh, and then that, but then let me switch out this maybe. That way I have a little bit of each one. All right, we're almost to the finish line. Now I can just tuck this, I think, up under this. And we'll do a close cluster right here. Kind of like that. I don't know, we'll see. When I do my journaling, see if I got that pretty good. I was just wondering, maybe thinking I'll probably do it like in a dark, I don't know. I'll probably just do it black like I normally do. All right. I don't know. There they are. This is just so tiny. If I can, I think I'm just gonna cluster it right there, and that'll overlap right there. Fun. And then kind of something similar up here. Think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do them like that. I know there's so many more things I could do with it, but I'm gonna have to wrap it up. If I come up with any brilliant ideas, you'll see them in the finished project, completely finished, after my journaling gets done. But we're at 2 hours almost, so I guess I better wrap it up. And I started a little late, but not that late. There we go. But it was fun. I thank y'all for joining me today. Did y'all know if y'all watch the replay, you could speed up your replay a little bit where it wouldn't be so long? Let's do two. All these little backings, it's the only thing that kind of drives me crazy from these dimensionals, but there was one right there. Do I want it here or maybe over here? I think I'll do it over here just to break it up a little bit. It's still a cluster because it's all kind of contained around the photo. And you can't really read that. Excuse me. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. So I'll probably like upload the picture into ChatGPT and let it add some of that into my journaling. So I'm going to cover it up a little bit. All right. And let's just add a little bit of bling. Some other fun things you could do. I was dreaming about these last night, I think. Maybe I just want to do the white. I'm not sure. That's where I need my take your pick tool, maybe. These are sequins. Let me squeeze out just a little bit of the, more comes out, always comes out than you expect it to. Clean it up a little bit. I don't know, the pink. I don't know that I want the purple. I think I'm gonna do the pink. And there's two different sizes here, I think. There we go. Just a little bit of bling here and there. Just doing one of each size. It's okay if you go on your photo a little bit, especially if you have like some scenery. It's not covering up faces or anything. And I like, what else? Since this is the big cluster, I might do a little bit more over here. And up in here, that'll work. All right, I'm gonna call it done for now. I want to see my journaling and if I add any other embellishments or think of anything else to add to it. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive. I like to put, if there's not already some tape, you could put some tear and tape or just a little bit of adhesive right on there and it'll stick to that. There's a little tip. So it stays on its little carrier sheet. All right. In my journaling, my plan is to put some strip journaling right down in here. I've liked what I've done the last couple of weeks where I've done a couple of strips here, a couple of strips up here. So I might do that to give kind of the triangle effect as well. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all chit-chatting with me a little bit. Twyla, is that from Hi from La Pine, Oregon. First, I thought it was LA or Louisiana, but I think she's from Oregon. All right. Y'all have a great Monday, and I hope to see y'all on Wednesday for my story and sketch. We'll be able to do a little bit more technique with a smaller scale, the 8.5 by 11, which is why I love that format. And I hope y'all enjoyed the toadstools, terrific toadstools, along with I was going to look at what the actual name of the paper pack was. Toadstool Gardens is what it was called. Okay, this one's available starting January 7th as a celebration free item when you spend $60 or more. Now, you can get it now if you decide to purchase the demonstrator kit. Um, you could get this in your demonstrator kit, and then when you make a purchase as a demonstrator, you could get this with your $60 purchase. That's how that would work. This is available in I think it's the mini catalog. We also have some new online exclusives that are going live on January 7th as well. So y'all have a great week. Hope to see y'all Wednesday. I'm going to go eat lunch before Bevan leaves, hopefully. Y'all take care. Bye bye.